All right, welcome everyone. My name is Doug Stampley, and I am the client care specialist here at Healing Families. And I have our special guest, Beth Fischer, here with me today. Hello, Beth.
Hey Doug, how are you doing today?
I am doing great, and I'm so
Good.
excited because today we're talking about your book, On the Other
Mhm.
Side of Pain, Healing from Betrayal.
That's right.
Now, part one, you talked about understanding betrayal trauma and trying to lay that foundation. And in particular, I want to ask you about chapter two. Chapter two is titled Why Traditional Couples Therapy Almost Never Works and May Cause More Trauma. I'm just curious, what was your experience and why is that
Mm.
chapter so important?
It is so important, Doug, because this is usually where couples go first, right? Usually the betrayed partner finds out, however they found out, then they start Googling, and then it's immediately we need a marriage counselor.
Hmm.
We need a couples therapist. We need that, right? That's what my husband and I did. And it caused so much more damage, but I didn't understand why. So, marriage counseling doesn't work for a lot of reasons. And the biggest one is they assume reconciliation right off the bat. As soon as you go to marriage counseling, the assumption is that you're going to save this marriage. Well, not every marriage can be saved. There are certain things that absolutely must happen in order for a healthy reconciliation on the other side of this betrayal. And throughout the book, I talk about this just about in every chapter. Marriage counseling focuses on two people, right?
Hmm.
That's not really the path. The true path is individual healing because each person needs different things. The betrayed partner needs trauma informed care. They need to start learning about how to detach, how to build up self esteem, how to build confidence again. They don't need to be sitting there listening to, oh, you guys need to communicate better, and oh,
Right.
let's talk about conflict resolution. It's like, are you kidding me? This person is in a traumatized state. So, individual therapy for the betrayed partner is what is needed to try to help them process through all of the pain. For the unfaithful partner, they have their own individual journey that they have to go through. Again, it's not about communication, it's not about conflict resolution. The unfaithful partner has to, first of all, get a really deep understanding of betrayal trauma so they
Hmm.
stop telling their partners that they're crazy.
Yeah.
That's usually what happens. The unfaithful spouse is looking at the betrayed partner like they've lost their mind. And I know I experienced that personally as well. They're not losing their mind. But the unfaithful partners also have another journey. They've got to uncover the root cause of why they did what they did. I know
Mhm.
they think it was about the marriage, and again, there's many chapters where I talk about this. This is not about the marriage. Betrayal, affairs, addictions being kept secret, those have nothing to do with the marriage. Did the marriage have symptoms? Sure, every marriage does, but it's
Yep.
not the root cause. So, marriage counseling can do a lot of damage because they're focusing on the wrong things. Is there a time and place for it? Sure, long down the road. But if each person does the right healing, all of those symptoms disappear. And you don't need marriage counseling after that. So that's why this chapter is in the book. It's very important for people to know marriage counseling is not the answer.
Yeah, it's so interesting because the conversations that I have with people, Beth, it's exactly as you're describing it. People, even though people have gotten some benefits from some types of, marriage
Mm-hmm.
counseling and therapy, even if they do have a positive feeling about it, they come back and they say, it wasn't that we didn't get anything out of it, but it was kind of more surface levels how they describe it. It didn't address the real core issues, which is
That's
what I
right.
hear you saying and stuff, is we got to get to the core first, the core issues, then we can deal with the other stuff later. But a lot of times that stuff isn't there as much once we become independently healthy.
That's right. You know, there's something that I say all the time. Marriage counseling helps, it doesn't heal. It
Mm,
doesn't heal
yeah.
because what we're talking about is trauma for the betrayed and shame for the unfaithful. Those are
Mhm.
both emotions, which are in the nervous system.
Right, right, right.
If I'm just going to sit there and talk about it, that's going to help, but it's not going to heal. We want to help people heal
Hmm.
once and for all.
Yeah, I love that. So if you're listening and you would like to get your copy of this book, which is going to be released January 14 of 2026, we cannot wait. It's going to be a Kindle version.
Mhm.
And not only that, so you got to look at the link below in the comments here if you want to place your order. But Beth, I think there's a special bonus for people that take
Mhm.
action today and pre-order that Kindle version.
That's right. Thanks, Doug, for reminding me. So, what I am doing as a thank you, because, pre ordering is like, why should I pre order? Why don't I just wait till it comes out? Well, first of all, the pre order price is lower than it's ever going to be. It's $9.99 if they pre order. But the biggest reason is because I created a 1 hour video specifically for betrayed partners to help them get through difficult days. And
Mm,
what do I mean by that? Like right now, we're in the holiday season. That is stressful for normal, healthy people,
right.
right?
Yep.
When we're talking about betrayal, trauma, my gosh, the stress on a betrayed partner who has to kind of pretend normal, pretend everything's fine in front of family or friends or Christmas parties or whatever, that's really, really difficult. So I created a 1 hour video exclusively for people that pre order the book. They cannot get this video anywhere else to try to help them, give them tools, give them techniques to help them get through difficult days, not just the holidays. There are so many days throughout the year that are really painful for betrayed partners. Those
Hmm.
days that, again, they have to kind of put on that smile and pretend everything's okay. So this exclusive video, it's called "How to Manage Difficult Days Throughout the Whole Year," and that's what I wanted to give them as a thank you for pre-ordering the book.
I love that, Beth. And I just have to add one more thing. When I talk to
Mhm.
people who have, gone through different types of marriage counseling therapy, on average, when people come to us, it's usually 3 to 4 that they've already seen and worked with. And we assume that everyone in that professional space has good intentions and is trying to do the right thing and everything. But I always ask 3 questions. Are they trauma informed?
Mhm.
And sometimes they're not. And then I ask a second question, are they betrayal trauma informed? And that's
Mhm.
even fewer people. And then the third one is, has that person ever personally experienced betrayal trauma? And that number is even further, it's even lower. And I still have yet to have people respond with all three, yes, yes, yes. The reason I'm bringing that up is because this 1 hour video, not only do you check all of the boxes as far as you're trauma informed, betrayal trauma informed, and you've been through it, but you're also specifically talking about the most difficult days. And
That's
so
right.
I am so excited for anyone that takes advantage of this bonus offer because where else are they going to get this?
That's right. That's right. Absolutely. So all they have to do is click the link in the comments and then pre-order the book, and then they're going to get access to that exclusive video.
That's awesome. And if you have any more questions about Beth, you'd like to learn more about our team, or you might want to have a complimentary call with me, please just go to healingwithbeth.com. We've got lots of complimentary resources there, and we look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you,
Thanks,
Beth.
Doug. Mhm.